If Koreans see any sad-looking herbs or leafy greens, they make jeon. Crispy yet fluffy, savory pancakes. And if you can make crusties in the morning, you can make these. First, the veggies. I have some perilla leaves or 깻잎. This is a close relative of the Japanese shiso leaves or the Vietnamese diato. I also have some wimpy Asian chives or puchu. Obviously, these are not easy to find in non-Asian supermarkets, so use any herbs or leafy greens you like. The perilla leaves roll into a cigar and chop into chiffonade or thin strips. The chives just roughly chop and mix all together. The combination of these two herbs in particular is a Korean classic. But if you want to be taken seriously, also take a spicy chili like serrano and put that into the mix as well. Now, the wholly optional element of protein. This can be a great vegan recipe, but let's gild the lilies by adding in some schrompers. Just take a handful of frozen peeled shrimps and thaw in cold water. Chop into small cubes so they mix evenly into the pancake mix. Speaking of pancake mix, let's make the pancake mix. You can get the pre-mixed stuff or bu침가루 in supermarkets, or just mix 1 of AP flour to 1 of cornstarch with a small pinch of salt. And for 2 cups of greens, I'd put in just under 1 cup of this mix. Don't go overboard or you'll end up with gluey, doughy pancakes. The mix should just barely coat the leaves like that. Now the fluid. For 1 cup of mix, you can just add in 1.5 cups of cold water, but I like to add in an egg, which gives it the fluff and the aroma. Mix until homogeneous and also add in half more cups of water. The texture of this should be a lot like papier-mâché you made in preschool. Now we're ready to fry. Preheat your pan for a minute or so, pour in a good glug of veggie oil, and gently pour in the batter. Don't worry if it doesn't spread out, just gently but firmly press down until you get a thin, even pancake. And I really do recommend making this thin. Too thick and the inside will be gluey. Now observe, because we use just enough mix, the exposed leaves at the edge are frying, and that crispy, lacy edge is what people will fight for, believe me. And when it's been about 5 minutes on medium flame, check the bottom and flip. And we can flip just using our spatula like this because the batter wasn't too runny. And look at that color. And look at those edges. When it's brown on both sides and the kitchen smells insane, gently plop onto a warm plate and bring it to your table ASAP. You have to eat this when it's still hot and crispy. And this is as good as Korean pancakes get. Dip a little soy sauce and remind yourself that you're still technically eating vegetables. Oh, and if you can, get yourself a bottle of Korean rice wine or makgeolli and give yourself about an hour of bliss. Until the hangover gets to you, that is.